All right, hello everyone, and now welcome to a game, Happy versus LawLiet. This game taking place here on Turtle Rock version 1.6. I'm trying to up my volume just a little bit more. Hopefully, I'm reaching unity in my cast as we see LawLiet spawning as the yellow night elf at the 9 or 10 o'clock position. Happy not too far away on the other side of the map, but not a full cross spawn at the 5 o'clock position. We are looking at a Death Knight going up against a Demon Hunter in this 1v1 matchup. Let's go ahead and slow things back down here as the creeping and strategies will be getting underway momentarily. Now, let me know how casting volume is for some of you guys. Not quite sure why. I would normally assume what is being uploaded to Twitch, being streamed to Twitch, is also the same quality and the same volume levels as what is on YouTube. And I don't think anyone on Twitch has ever said that they couldn't hear me. Gotta say, I kind of missed the close spawns on this map. Oh, close spawns on this map led to some crazy matchups. It almost felt like human versus night elf was impossible on this map just because of what a human player could do with militia on close spawns. Anyways, LawLiet coming back around here, perhaps trying to get some easy damage. Hasn't trained up a single ability yet, so if he does get surrounded, you better believe Immolation will just be turned on. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter, Slippers of Agility, +3 damage, coupled with a little bit of additional armor and a slightly faster attack speed. Yeah, not attractive at all. Coming back around here, Death Knight leaving the party here, allowing the ghouls to finish clearing up the remainder of this creep camp as the Death Knight gets to level 2. Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3, Ritual Dagger, Rod of Necromancy, Dust of Appearance. All this here to try and, well, find any hidden archers if they do in fact shadow meld. Acolytes now going after here as the Demon Hunter going to try and engage. Still hasn't trained up anything. Going to go ahead and continue to exchange blows. Circlet of Nobility picked up. Boots of Speed now picked up. Are we going to see Immolation get turned on? Not quite yet. And there's the activation there. What is going on? Demon Hunter using a Scroll of Town Portal at the last minute. Death Knight, is it taking damage? Yes, just taking a little bit of damage there, but able to back away. All right, a lot of ghouls trying to retreat back here. Are they going to try to actually go after this creep camp? A Ritual Dagger used to keep some healing going on that Death Knight. Before, it was very difficult for the Death Knight to actually take damage during the early stages of the game, as you could actually shut down the Death Knight pretty quickly with the Demon Hunter. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter does have mana burn and now could double back around. We're looking at the archers trying to retreat away here. Demon Hunter does get to level 2. Is he going to go for evasion? Are we going to see some damage onto the Death Knight? Death Knight finally doesn't get any damage, surprisingly enough, and without damage, he is still regenerating hit points at a very high rate, especially with that unholy aura. Archers trying to retreat back here. This is a swarm of ghouls going after these units, as Happy has a much larger army out here on the battlefield. All right, Archer gonna go ahead and shadow meld. Shockwave from the Ogre Lord taking down the Archer, as the Archer thought to herself momentarily, I can shadow meld right here. Those skeletal minions can't hit me, only to see her life flash before her eyes as the Ogre Lord launches a shockwave towards those skeleton minions and ultimately her. Death Knight clearing out this Ogre Warrior creep camp here. There is that Ritual Dagger still. Ring of Protection +4. Keeping damage off of that Death Knight. Tech to tier 2 already done by Happy. Meanwhile, Tree of Ages also done as well with the quick Naga Sea Witch picked up by LawLiet. Gargantuan Sea Turtle going to get cleaned up here, and what item will be dropped? It is another Wand of Mana Stealing, not necessarily the item that the Demon Hunter wants, as the Demon Hunter can already keep, well, undead units, mana in a check. Alright, so both sides opting to go for that Naga Sea Witch. Cold Arrows absolutely key in being able to pick off low hit point units as they are trailing and running back. Yeah, definitely need some hot coffee later. All right, coming back around here, Naga Sea Witch actually getting caught out in the open field here. This could be a problem. Demon Hunter should have a staff. No, doesn't have a staff of preservation for the save. And the Demon Hunter forced to cancel or deny that last hit there. I would have thought the Demon Hunter went back home, picked up a staff of preservation. But no, there is no Ancient of Wonders out on the battlefield yet. Happy is absolutely punishing his opponent as we are finally seeing dual Ancients of Lore coming out on the battlefield. Until the dual Ancients of Lore start to actually get numbers on the battlefield here, Happy is just going to be able to put pressure even though he is inside his opponent's base. Dual Dryads, however, going to be coming out soon. And with that slow poison, well, the ghouls do not want to be, part of that fight. Back south here, Slaughterhouse getting up. We are already taking the tier 3 as well, so the Lich with Orb of Corruption should be available relatively soon. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter looking to absorb, tank more damage as the 4 Troll Trappers come out onto the battlefield here as well. Naga Sea Witch coming in from behind. Death Knight, Naga Sea Witch looking to, take that gift-wrapped archer there as the Demon Hunter still going after these targets once more. Death Knight, who's going to get that last bit of experience? I believe the Demon Hunter did get that again, but the Demon Hunter is taking far too much damage. Does have a potion of invulnerability. Is he going to use it in time? That is the question. There it goes, and there's another mana burn again. The Demon Hunter, however, doesn't have that long of invulnerability as the Demon Hunter going to be forced to retreat back away. The cold arrows now going down onto the Naga Sea Witch instead as the Demon Hunter forced to walk all the way back home. This Demon Hunter playing a very, very dangerous game here as the Naga Sea Witch could get some cold arrow damage quickly. Slow poison coupled with, Naga Sea Witch going to pick up the Tome of Intelligence +2. Wait, why not? Wait, you're going to leave it behind? All right, apparently leaving it behind, and Happy will gladly take that +2 damage and 30 extra mana on his Naga Sea Witch instead. Moonstone, Circlet of Ability. We still don't see a Staff of Preservation. A little bit of a concern there. Meanwhile, the tech to tier 3 has been completed. We do not see a Lich. We are at Black Citadel as the Naga Sea Witch pulling back with the Death Knight to try and clear out this Gargantuan Sea Turtle creep camp. Now it is LawLiet's turn to try and turn the tide, harass while his opponent is trying to do some creeping. 9 minutes into this game, still have not seen a level 3 hero just quite yet, as this Crypt Fiend taking quite a bit of damage. All right, Orb of Venom, making short work out of that Crypt Fiend there. As the units retreating back. Demon Hunter still sitting only at level 2 as the Naga Sea Witch keeping that Demon Hunter under pressure with those cold arrows. All right, little bit of damage here. Gargantuan Sea Turtle, it's going to get taken down. Rejuvenation quickly there. Level 3 now on the Demon Hunter. Perhaps going to try and get some mana burns there as the Death Knight, thought twice about using a Death Coil, it seems. Coming back through, Demon Hunter mana burning, now Obsidian statues. And yeah, that's something that I've been missing from professional players, using mana burns on Obsidian statues. The Obsidian statues are generally are generally the glue that holds the undead army together, but transforming them to destroyers is almost an absolute must against once they are out of mana. However, if you transform them into destroyers against a Night Elf who has Dryads, magic immune units with piercing, well, that just means that you are adding more experience, ultimately forcing your opponent's hand a bit better. LawLiet still seeing that level 3 here. Naga Sea Witch also getting to level 3, but picks up Brilliance Aura. That Khadgar's Pipe of Insight is going to be extremely helpful for these Druids of the Claw who normally do not have a large amount of mana because they're often fighting in that bear form. Coming back off to the north side here, Lich out on the battlefield with that Orb of Corruption, aggroing this red army across here. A big shockwave coming down as we see the Ogre Lord taking quite a bit of damage. Dryads going now after a new Gargantuan Sea Turtle as well. If they're able to focus down this Gargantuan Sea Turtle, perhaps get some more powerful consumable items, they'll be able to push on through. Potion of Invulnerability going to be extremely useful for the Demon Hunter, as this Gargantuan Sea Turtle seems a little bit lost, not quite sure where he wants to go, and is going to end up just getting taken down. A second Invul Potion now added in as the Demon Hunter picks up a Tome of Strength. Meanwhile, off to the north here, Happy has finished clearing out this red creep camp, and, well, finds the Death Knight instead. Both sides fighting their way through. Demon Hunter could suffer a little bit of damage here. Orb of Corruption does remove quite a bit of armor on that, well, agility-based hero, and agility-based heroes generally do not have that many base hit points. Both sides fighting their way through. More damage just racked up onto the Demon Hunter here as the Death Knight Lich and Naga Sea Witch just pushing through again. There's a Staff of Preservation by the Naga Sea Witch to save a low hit point bear, but this bear may not be nearly as lucky. Meanwhile, Dryads were trying to pick off some low hit point units. Demon Hunter, is he going to try and grab a Staff of Preservation? No, he's not going to be able to do that either, as the Lich gets to level 2. Dryads were trying to engage here, but well, LawLiet in a little bit of an uncomfortable scenario, being forced to retreat back the whole entire time as the Obsidian statues able to replenish some precious mana. Alright, Kagar's Pipe of Insight, Brilliance Aura on the Druids of the Claw. Demon Hunter sitting at level 3 as Death Knight still going after some of these smaller creep camps, useful for gold and for some of those small trinket items. All right, we can see a Cloak of Shadows being left behind here. That is worth a little bit of gold. We'll see if anyone goes to pick it up. Demon Hunter sitting at level 3, going after this Forest Troll Warlord creep camp instead. However, Happy knows where his opponent is going and is going to once more creep jack his opponent again. There goes an Ogre Lord. Fork Lightning trying to finish off that unit there. There's a Staff of Preservation for the save. Does have a Scroll of Town Portal. There's a Fork Lightning Frost Nova onto the Druid of the Claw, but the items were picked up before teleporting back out. Perhaps Robe of Magi could be given to the Naga Sea Witch for a little bit more auto attack damage and also more burst lightning there. There's that +6 damage and now up to 540 maximum mana. LawLiet is doing a great job trying to clear out creep camps, clear out more of these high-level creep camps. I believe he's cleared out the majority of these center creep camps there, having 2 Invul Potions, and now that Naga Sea Witch will be getting to level 4. It may come down to who can clear out this last red creep camp off to the side, as the Death Knight now making its way back over. Naga Sea Witch wants that Tome of Intelligence, and remember, LawLiet did miss the opportunity for that Tome of Intelligence earlier over at the Goblin Merchant Shop. Both sides fighting their way through, but this is kind of a narrow corridor to try and fight in. Not a good position to be in, as the Demon Hunter tries to get some damage in across these units. Mana burns should be going down plentifully across the Obsidian statues and also that Lich here. Are we going to see some mana burns? Yes, we are. Just apply mana burns onto the Obsidian statues, force them to be out of mana, and then force them to turn into destroyers, which are scary for the bears, but the Dryads and their numbers should be able to handle a lot of that as well. Fork Lightning quickly getting in some damage there. Mana burn onto the Lich. Lich unable to get a Frost Nova off. More mana burns should be inbound here as the Demon Hunter, well, still fighting his way through. Does have a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, trying to fight his way back. There's the Invul Potion being used. There's another Fork Lightning. Druid of the Claw going to get taken down. Only 1 Staff of Preservation, and that may be the problem as we see another Scroll of Town Portal and another bear getting taken out again. The Demon Hunter has not picked up a Staff of Preservation, and because of that, well, the cooldown on that Staff of Preservation is preventing the bears from constantly being saved. That is giving hero levels and experience over to the undead, as now the Death Knight is at level 4, Naga Sea Witch is at level 3, and Lich is at level 3 as well. Level 2 Death Coil, level 2 Frost Nova, level 2 Fork Lightning, going to be some big problems as we see Boots of Quel'Tha loss on the Demon Hunter for plus 18 damage. Both sides fighting their way through here. There's a Frost Nova, Mana Burn on the Lich a little bit late, and well, trying to figure out how to burst down all of these units. Scroll of Healing, Potion of Invulnerability used by the Demon Hunter, or the Lich now. Naga Sea Witch trying to retreat all the way back. Demon Hunter getting Staff to Preservation back home as the Druid of the Claw trying to chase after a Naga Sea Witch who has Boots of Speed. All right, all these units are trailing away, and it looks like Happy is just in the driver's seat of this game, able to force units back while still gaining these kills and gaining some major experience. Naga Sea Witch retreating back home at 50-some hit points. A definite save right there. Demon Hunter still sitting at level 4, looking to get to level 5. Potion of Invulnerability transferred over to the Demon Hunter, as it should be, as the Demon Hunter has been on the receiving end of far too much damage. All right, couple of ensnares going down onto the destroyers here. And Destroyer and Ghoul, Gargantuan Sea Turtle gonna get cleaned up. I don't believe we'll see a level up at all, but a nice item drop, a Pendant of Energy, perhaps giving it to the Naga Sea Witch or the Lich for a little bit of separation and being able to get in some more Fork Lightnings. At this point, it seems like LawLiet is unsure of how he wants to approach his opponent. Naga Sea Witch will be getting to level 4 here, so level 4 on the Naga Sea Witch, and now the Lich himself is also going to be able to get in some big Frost Novas. Demon Hunter finally gets to level 5, and this is going to come down to how effective the mana burns can be for LawLiet. If he can shut down the Lich, the Naga Sea Witch, and the Death Knight, that is going to be a big advantage. However, there are Obsidian statues providing mana support, and with 3 targets to try and mana burn, even if you well, there's once again another mana burn that was a little bit late there. Demon Hunter using a Potion of Invulnerability, trying to go after some of these targets, perhaps gonna mana burn another target here. Naga Sea Witch using a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability there. The Demon Hunter needs to mana burn another target again. Constantly on, you just want it constantly on cooldown, but the Demon Hunter is retreating back once more. Mana burn onto a Death Knight. I didn't have much mana to begin with, not gonna prevent that much damage. Meanwhile, the Naga Sea Witch and the Lich were both much higher on mana and could get off a Fork Lightning or a Frost Nova. Always easier said than done. The Demon Hunter could have tried to get a mana burn off. I believe he was within range on the Obsidian statues there. Not quite sure why he decided against it. With this, Happy is just kind of cruising at this point. We're going to see the Death Knight now try to lead the charge here. There are triple destroyers in the air, and with so many Crypt Fiends on the ground, those Dryads have not been able to really go after those destroyers. The bears at the same time have not been able to get to those Crypt Fiends because there's just so many destroyers in the air right now, as the destroyers are actually draining out some of the mana from the Obsidian statues, with that essence of mana going across all of the heroes and also those destroyers. All right, LawLiet trying to hang back a little bit. Here we go. Death Coil, Frost Nova, a Fork Lightning onto the Demon Hunter. Both sides fighting their way through. No Rune Bracers. Demon Hunter does have Orb of Venom, so can attack air as the Druids of the Claw are trying to retreat back. We could see some Devour Magic after that roar there as the Dryads are trying to engage again. 62 supply compared to 65. The more units are trying to get into position as destroyers could end up getting taken down to 40 hit points, down to 20, and that poison and the healing, come on, that one low hit point destroyer is still somehow staying alive as bears and Dryads are getting cleaned up. All right, more pressure pushing on through again. Big heal on that destroyer as he was able, nope, taken down. There goes another destroyer taken down. Naga Sea Witch of LawLiet could be in trouble. Staff of Preservation sends her all the way to the back of the fight here as we're looking at the Dryads getting in front of everything and trying to engage against these units. All right, Druid of the Claw actually in a Druid form, not a good spot to be in, as the Druids of the Talon, well, Druids of the Talon are also very effective with piercing damage, but, well, the destroyers can actually hit them. Dryad still fighting their way through. Demon Hunter trying to exchange some items once more. Low hit point Druid of the Claw needs to get rejuvenations off on that Demon Hunter, but the Demon Hunter may end up just getting all of that rejuvenation devoured by those destroyers if they're not careful. All right, are we going to see a Devour Magic? Yes, we are. There's a Devour Magic again. Demon Hunter trying to apply some, well, Orb of Venom damage as the destroyer retreats back once more. All right, Demon Hunter hiding in the back position here, needs to get some more rejuvenations going. There's another Druid of the Claw. There's a new rejuvenation as the chasing is getting underway still. All right, we can see that the Druids of the Talon, 29 to 47 piercing damage with very good range, actually. It could be able to pierce down these destroyers. Dryads trying to go after these units again. Demon Hunter going after these low hit point units. We're going to see some slow poison. There goes a Crypt Fiend. There's a mana burn onto the Obsidian statues. Some cold arrows as well, as Obsidian statues are going to start to fall. All right, another Obsidian statue gets taken down there. A little bit of damage on that Lich. Slow poison, no cold arrows as the units are still trying to retreat back again. Some more low hit point units, and LawLiet somehow turned this thing around as the Demon Hunter now, well, falls back here. Naga Sea Witch getting in some cold arrows, but the Demon Hunter will be able to retreat back. 47 supply compared to 44. Tree of Eternity on the move. Perhaps going to try and root itself here and get some more economy going. Meanwhile, Happy is unsummoning his Altar of Darkness, getting up a sacrificial pit, and it doesn't look like he's trying to set up another base anywhere. He's going for a sacrificial pit and also unsummoning the Black Citadel, which, well, as we all know, is a very expensive building. What is the sacrificial pit going to do except create perhaps a lot of shades to keep track of where the Night Elf army is? This feels like a last-ditch effort. Perhaps we'll see some items be purchased by the Death Knight here as we are going into another destroyer again. So up to 52 over 60 supply right before that Black Citadel gets unsummoned. More Ziggurats getting unsummoned here. The Tomb of Relics, well, going to be supplying a bit of gold to try and buy some scrolls of healing perhaps, and this is Happy's all-in maneuver. Hey, K-Real, good to see you too. Demon Hunter sitting at level 5. Naga Sea Witch sitting at level 5. No real survivability items here. LawLiet needs perhaps a potion of invulnerability to keep this Demon Hunter alive after that initial burst of Death Coil, Frost Nova, Fork Lightning. Tree of Eternity is slowly making its way here. Remember, Nature's Blessing was not researched, so that was a very long walk. All right, a couple of shades added in. I don't see a shade anywhere. Okay, no shade, just summoning and unsummoning of that sacrificial pit. No, there it is. There's that shade by Happy to try and keep track of where his opponent is. Destroyer going straight after the Entangled Gold Mine now, preventing the Tree of Eternity from anything here. We are looking at, well, some easy kills on some Wisps who are trying to retreat as the Demon Hunter going to try and test the waters. He is invisible, but he may not know that his opponent has a shade, but the shade is actually on the wrong portion of the map. Demon Hunter should be able to dive in, perhaps get a good mana burn across the Lich to prevent a Frost Nova there. All right, damage going across the board here. Demon Hunter trying to fight their way through. Are we going to see a Staff of Preservation? No, we're not, as it would just teleport to the Tree of Eternity, which is already right here. Both sides fighting their way through. Death Knight could be in trouble. Death Knight trying to retreat back. Death Knight down by the mana burn, as the Demon Hunter could be in a little bit of trouble. Demon Hunter, Staff of Preservation, as we said, only goes to the Tree of Eternity, which is right there. Demon Hunter down to 92 as the Naga Sea Witch falls at level 5. This gives level 5 to the Happy's Naga Sea Witch, who's now going after these Druids of the Claw here. Druid of the Claw, Dryad getting cleaned up here as Happy takes the supply lead and most likely the game now. The Demon Hunter is at level 6, does have Orb of Venom, but Superman, is it going to be able to carry this entire fight on his back? That is the question. All right, racking up damage against all of these units here. Is that Naga Sea Witch going to be able to retreat back? It looks like it will be able to do exactly that. Now it's the Lich's turn to try and retreat back, as well as the Demon Hunter trying to catch up to all of these targets, slowing down the heroes. There goes the Lich. Lich gets taken down, and that is the game. LawLiet wins that one, even though really feel that that was still a premature GG. Happy had the larger supply, had the larger army. LawLiet had the Demon Hunter in Metamorphosis, but the Lich, I believe, was far enough away where he could have come back and Frost Nova to finish off the Demon Hunter once the Demon Hunter, well, was out of that Metamorphosis form. Let me know what you guys thought. Perhaps Happy didn't realize that he had the supply advantage, or he didn't think he could hold on to all of his units, as we saw, or as we know how much damage that a Demon Hunter can deal with that ranged Chaos splash damage. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.